What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. One Piece 513. We left off with the crew getting informed of Luffy's most recent actions. They already knew about, Ace and what happened and Luffy being there and, wanting to go see him. Then the news coup out here hitting the scene, delivering newspaper. Shit's wild as fuck. But they all got updates on him going back, and I don't know if it was Rayleigh gave him the idea or Luffy. I still don't know what Rayleigh is trying to get out of all this. But Luffy left a message for the crew. Everybody has seemed to put two and two together, except me, the viewer, in Zoro. I'm curious if when you guys were watching this for the first time, did anything, was this supposed to be clear and obvious? Did it click for you? Did anything, or were you sitting here eyebrows raised like me? I have no idea. I had a couple people ask me, what do I think it meant or what I think the message might be. I have absolutely no idea at all. I see that Luffy has kind of like, I don't know if that's just written on him, like a tattoo on the side of his arm with certain things crossed out, and I try to like go with the numbers and the letter. It was, who knows if that has anything to do with the message. Regardless, I'm sure it'll be explained to us, whether it's this episode or the next few. So let's just wait to see what we get. Let's drag this over here. We're recording on. All right, here we go. Here we go. See what this man wants. You guys don't possess power. I don't think any of you are strong enough to really do what you want to do in the new world, no? Well, Blackbeard is on a different level than you guys. Blackbeard is... None of you are going to become one of the emperors, let's be honest. You guys do not possess the... Don't even start. Oh, man. Is he another kind of like what Chopper is? Like he ate a human or whatever he is, ate a human fruit, bear ate a human ate a bear. Yeah, everyone wants to rush to the new world like, oh, I'm going to take Whitebeard's spot. I'm going to be the emperor. Did you guys not see all of you get dotted by one fake warlord all at the same time? What possesses you to think that any of your powers have changed? To think that you can just go over there, where it's probably 10 times worse. I don't get it. They're all eager to go die, I guess. What did they say? They said they're supernovas, so they burn out quickly? I think all of them are way over their heads. Shit, even we would be, if Luffy was to go with the crew. So, who knows? Is this... He's the one that turns into the T-Rex. What? This is, some pretty serious tech you got going here. I mean, it's an entire town. Oh shit. Kaido name drop. I feel like we're going to be running into a lot of these, like we would with Whitebeard if we were in his territories. Now, Whitebeard had territories not in the New World too, right? Like when we saw kind of like the Whitebeard areas kind of getting overrun by pirates and shit, like they were just coming into the areas and taking over. Were those areas familiar to us? Oh God, stop it. Or were they inside the New World? I'm curious, all of them probably have territories outside the New World as well. I think. But I have a feeling we're going to be running into a lot of that. Of like, oh, this is Kaido's area. This is Big Mom's area. I'm curious if Shanks has anything like that. He doesn't come off like he would have people doing that for him. But who knows? Is he a part of the long arm crew that we just ran into? I feel like maybe somebody said that to me. When we first saw what Brook was in. But that was so long ago. Like, I think somebody mentioned it when we saw where Brook had landed. And then we had the entire Marineford arc. Then we caught back up with it again. He's got to be, right? What? What is this invisible rainbow road? See, they're making us spend time with all these guys. And I don't have any interest in them at all. I feel like they're the most uninteresting group of characters. All of the Supernovas. All of them. Every single one. Now we're talking. Alright, let's see what we got here. Never forgive them for what they did to Magellan. Top 5 dead or alive. I'm curious if any of these guys here actually possess skill. Because I feel like it's rare we get introduced to characters, at least on the pirate side, that actually, like, come with that weight. You know? We get introduced to all these characters in their crews, but it's usually just the captain and maybe one other that really has juice. But who knows? Who do they have? Oh. One of the only interesting Supernovas has got her ass yoked up by Blackbeard. Yeah, some of the bounties seem a little off. He's giving 100... They're just giving 100 million berry bounties to anybody. Can she not... Can she not turn into a kid and get out of those? Because she'll shrink? Or maybe they have Sea Prism on top of... underneath it. Like, I'm curious if those crew members that he pulled down out of level 6 are actually that good. Like, strong. We'll see. And I'm curious who deals with him. Because he's in the New World, like, causing all this ruckus and shit, right? Does Kaido and... Like, I don't know the personality of Kaido and Big Mom. Like, are they pieces of shit, kind of like Blackbeard is? Oh. Oh. And he dips. And he dips. But he sailed into the New World. I thought they don't fuck around. Maybe they do go into the new world, but like, what would call what's the reason they'd go in there? To capture bounties or what? Who knows? Moria disappeared? Yeah. We knew Moria was going to be dead. Let's be honest. We knew that, yeah. He's fine. Even though I don't care one way or the other, but I'm sure he's fine. You won't do it. And now we've got to learn what his... And that's the thing, too. There's so many people that we need to learn what their motivate... Like, what are you... What's your goal? What are you striving for? Because it's hard to see where people align. Because there's not, like, a good side, a bad side. Like, oh, you're on the pirates. Oh, you're on the Marines. Everyone's triple backstabbing, crossing. I'm a warlord. Now I'm not. I'm not. Now I'm a warlord. I don't do this, but I do help. It's just all over the place. But we want to find out what everybody's motivation is. And I'm trying to also get clarification on where Marine jurisdiction falls in the New World. Should they just not fucking go in there? It's not worth the risk. It's kind of like the New World, they don't fuck with us, so we don't go in there and fuck with them, or... I don't know. And like, how do Kaido and Big Mom kind of run the New World as well? Shanks, I'm assuming as well. I'm assuming one of them is going to be just like a proper piece of shit. Like, proper piece of shit. Why does he have a cape? Who is this? I think another one will be decent. Kind of like Whitebeard and Shanks. If I had to guess, probably say Big Mama would be the piece of shit. A female Blackbeard. Just because it's a contrast that we haven't seen. And if she could be strong too, because we haven't run into any really strong female characters, I feel like, outside of Boa. But they've turned her into just... Boa's just turned into comedic relief at this point. And I also don't know her skill level. I know what her hockey is. But how useful is her kind of stone fruit or whatever when it comes down to throwing hands? I don't know. I also don't know her hand-to-hand combat skills. Even though we did see her slap around Smoker a little bit. Why are we back? Are we not meeting up yet? Did he tell everyone to go become strong and then get back to me? I wonder what the message was. Pursue your dreams and come back when you're ready? Okay, he's gonna put time in here. I wonder if that's what it is. It's like, we're not strong enough yet. Pursue your interest in your dreams. You know, don't give up on your dream. He says stay on the island for a while. It was, okay, I need to leave as fast as I can, to I'm gonna put time in. Behind door number 1. Holy library. They can read? There's your information. Who wrote all this down? Oh, they can never get access to him. Yeah, I'm curious. Because everybody kind of had something that they were kind of doing at the time. Nami wanting to find out about, you know, everything they got going on up there. Chopper here with his medicine and shit. But also at the same time, like I said, they also do not possess strength. They do not possess strength. And if you guys are going to be going into the new world, running into Kaidos and Akainus and everything else, y'all gotta become stronger. And like I said, Chopper and Nami don't have to become Conquerors level hockey, you know, 1%ers, but I just really feel like everybody needs a baseline of it to even encounter some of the people we're going to be running into. One would think. Maybe. Because I'm going to tell you right now, oh my god, what would send me off the fucking deep end. We go into the new world, or whatever it is that the crew gets back together. 5 episodes from now, 50, 100, whatever it may be. And you show me another Devil's Fruit user that has an understanding of hockey, how to use it, has practiced it. And this girl Nami comes out with her damn weather power pole and defeats them. I'll stop the show. I will stop the show. So she better get to training. Truly. You coming or not? Not the Chopper crying at the top of his lungs. That voice actress, which I'm assuming it's an actress, kills that shit. Any Chopper emotion she kills. Yeah, what do you bring to the table? Yes. What could you do in a situation like that? Agreed. You do not want to go through that again. So what can you do to change it? How do we not let that happen again? Everyone's got to train up. Everyone's got to find their Nen Master, bro. Luffy has his. Zoro has his as well. Sanji even has his. I think in Ivankov. So where's Chopper and Usopp and Nami finding it? And Brook, Frankie. Whoa, that was like one of the first times not the first time, but it's so rare to see Chopper with the hat off. Well, what are you gonna do about it? I need to go to Zoro so he can... Chopper says he's gonna become stronger. We'll see. That was the end of the episode? feel like we didn't do anything. I was thinking we were going to bounce around to all the characters. I'm guessing we'll kind of do that over the next couple episodes. Well, damn. Okay. Okay, hold on now. I mean, the crew there is pretty... Getting the shot of the crew is pretty great. But yeah, back to the pirate crews. Like, I've yet to be, I guess, astonished by any of the crews. Like, Whitebeard's crew definitely had some heavy hitters. But the thing with Marineford, as great as it is, and it is still the best arc that we've had up until this point. Like, nobody's given it their all. So I can't really tell, like, where anybody, like, lands power-wise. Like, coming out of there, just from what was shown, like, you would think, like, okay, Jozo, the one that can turn into Diamond, like, oh, he seems pretty strong. The Swordsman, like, he seems pretty strong. Marco seems like one of the strongest characters there. But it's like, are they? Because, like, are Okaji and Kizaru and Akainu actually going all out? Like, because that's pretty much what you're stacking it up against, right? Could Marco? I would say outside of Whitebeard, Marco was the strongest on the crew, right? Is it safe to say Marco was stronger than Ace? I don't know if we're going to say... I wanted to say maybe strongest on our side, aside from Whitebeard. I don't know if Marco's stronger than... I guess maybe the only other character would be Jinbei. So let's say... You know, Whitebeard, Marco, Jinbei. However you want to order that. Now remove all the situations and say that they actually did have the fight to the death. And there was no holding back or people getting in the way. Could Marco throw hands with any of the admirals 1v1, like if life depended on it? I don't know. Could he keep up with Garp or Goku? Maybe the answer to that question is no, but then who is keeping up with them in that situation? Or even any of the three admirals keeping up with them if it was a fight to the death? So there's a lot of questions with that. Is like, how strong are some of these pirate crews? I feel like each crew is kind of going to have their, you know, their Zoro, their Sanji. But everybody else is just going to kind of be whatever. And you kind of got that feeling a decent amount in, what was it? The swordsman's name is Vista. I'm like, again, can Vista actually throw hands with Mihawk? If they actually were throwing? Or was that just Mihawk not really trying? Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't have any of Mihawk's feats to really go off of. And then it's also like, how many pirate crews are we really going to like deep dive into? I feel like Laws, we're going to dive into a little bit. I could see I could see him, we already know he will. But him and some of his crewmates getting some decent screen time. I don't think the girl that they have captured here is going to get crazy screen time to the point that we have even a care about what her crew is capable of. Or the same thing for Kid or fucking Long Arm Music Boy or the T-Rex. Like, I don't think any of their crews or maybe even them are really going to get fleshed out like that we'll even care to know if their crewmates are strong. With Blackbeard, though, and the crew here, I feel like we could get some decent time with him and his crew on screen, especially since the way that they've already built up his crew. We've seen them, we've seen his crew initially way back before Skypiea. We saw his crew again in Impel Down, getting their shit tapped. And then you highlight of like, oh, he broke them out, you know, lowest level. So I say all that to say, like, we're probably going to come familiar with their names, come familiar with their personalities, screen time. That I'm curious if any of them actually possess any skill, or are they kind of just there to be there. Same thing with like Shanks's crew. I know there's probably one or two there that are probably strong, but like, what are we really talking? And that'll be the same for Big Mom's crew. That'll be the same for Kaido's crew, etc., etc. I'm just curious to see how everybody, you know, what the power levels look like, if we even get to a point of really being able to like show that. So it looks like the message maybe is something around the lines of, you know, don't worry about meeting up right away. Take your time and chase your dream. we also all need to become stronger as well. I'm just guessing and spitballing here. Like I said, again, same thing with Nen related. I feel like they're all going to need a teacher or a guide. I don't know where Chopper's going to get it from on that island. Same thing with Usopp, same thing with Nami. Everybody else may be able to. I just can't see us like continuing this story forward and every single crewmate from top to bottom not have a baseline level of Haki or Nen or Chakra or something like that. It would be like going forward in Naruto and characters that are going to be on screen that are going to be involved with like bigger and badder villains, bigger and badder like Marine Ford War type landscapes, and you not be able to use Haki, access Haki, train it. I just don't know how you can be in the area and be involved with like these next level bigger bad arcs that we're going to run into and Nami and Chopper not have it, and Usopp and Brook and Frankie. I just can't see how you can be around and not have access to it. So we'll see if they choose to go that way of like, oh, you've made it this far, but you're gonna actually have to know Nen if you want to, you know, really become a hunter. If you really want to become a pirate and what we got going forward here, I feel like we're gonna really need it. So we will see. We will leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,